Alright, so now I'm gonna work on getting off these lights and speakers and these plates that are held on with Phillips screws. Alright, so I've got everything off on the bottom, and almost on the top I have 2 screws on each end and then one in the middle just holding this entire plate on. So all I have to do is probably just take one of the sides off and then the next side, and then probably just have the middle hold it all on and then just try and catch it as it falls. So let's see how this works. Left side is out. Right side is out. Down. Dust is now cleared, and we just have exposed wires and insulation. So all this insulation is probably going to go just because it's old, and then this stuff can cause mold in vans as well, or buses I suppose. So we're gonna get this side down, and then we're gonna work on getting out the insulation and everything, and then get started on these rivets. So I've got basically everything out except for my 3 normal screws, along with 2 impossible screws. They are in there good, and they're getting stripped out pretty bad. So I'm gonna, forgot what it looks like, try and get those out without stripping them out completely. 2 screws still aren't budging, so wow, that's a lot of dust. You good, you? So I ended up tapping the screwdriver with the hammer, and that ended up jarring it loose enough to get it out. This one I did the same thing on, it didn't work. So I'm just gonna pull this all the way out, bend it back, and squirt some more WD-40 into there, and then that should be enough to get at the rust and loosen it. So let's hope this works. Nope. Okay, got that one stuck screw. I just happened to like bite into it a little bit, and then it went out enough where I could squirt some WD-40 in between the screw and the sheet metal, and then I ended up doing it twice. Or I ended up unscrewing it enough where I could just squirt some more in there, tap it, squirt some more, tap it, and then it kind of got stuck where it was. I ended up screwing it in, and then that loosened it enough where it could go all the way out. So now this one screw is holding everything on. So I'm gonna try and get that one out. Okay, same thing is happening here. It is coming out just with tapping a WD-40. So any second now, this entire panel will tumble down in a giant cloud of dust. Come on. There it goes. Okay. So now we got our exposed wires and insulation on either side, and then we'll move on to riveting. Alright, took a short break. The dust should hopefully be cleared out. But first, previous owner left in all these bolts, so get all these screws out of my pocket to the bolt compartment. Okay, so I gotta move these strips into the garage for now, and then just take them to the dump when I have a chance, and then yeah, work on getting the ceiling off and the walls, and yeah, so that'll be a long process. Pretty easy to get those off. Some are trickier than others, kind of like the screws up there, but so far pretty good. So now this stripe can come off. And the pile of sheet metal grows bigger. The way this is layered, I gotta get this off. And there are two tricky rivets down there. And then I gotta get this entire bottom row off before I'm able to take that last corner off. So they're all kind of layered on top of each other. So yeah, that side, and then just roll over to that side. So I will turn the camera back on once I figure out how to get those two tricky rivets in the corner off. They're just kind of at a hard angle with my handedness. I like to hammer this way, but it gets tricky going over here. So I'll get that figured out and hopefully get that plate off. So I was able to remove those last two rivets along with one of them that was along here without even tapping out the center. So I think I found a way just to skip an entire step and just hammer them out. So I gotta get rid of this piece right here, which might, it might expose more rivets on the left side over there. But I think I can just get this Phillips heads off on that creamy color thing and take that plate off. So making good progress. All right. Hammering up on this top row is the most dangerous part because one wrong move, you shatter the window. So I gotta be really careful right here.